The worst protagonist in anime.
When you think about anime characters that you hate, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Is it an
Goku, I hate everything good.
annoying trait of their personality, an egregious design, or their role in ruining an already established relationship? Whatever it is, you're
I
probably
love Gendo Ikari. I love the guy who transforms his daughter in dog.
justified in feeling that way. Anime is filled to the brim with characters of every possible personality and archetype, so naturally, you're bound to find one you just can't stand. But has there ever been that one character you're just a hater of, the one who could never redeem themselves in your eyes, no matter what? For me, there are a few, but none of them come to
No, Griffith is awesome. I love him.
mind more often than Sota Misoshino. If you don't know who that is, don't worry, most people don't. The only exposure people have to the anime is the openings and this godforsaken scene. So let me catch up.
My heart plays this music all the time.
Speed. Sota Misoshino is the protagonist of the 2017 anime Recreators, a reverse isekai that was kind of a pioneer of its time. Despite having a really interesting premise and some solid ideas, the show ends up being overshadowed by its flaws, and the biggest one of all is its main character. He's not just a bad character, I'd actually go one step further and say that Sota Misoshino is the worst protagonist in anime, period.
Don't say that, he has feelings. You don't want to make this protagonist cry.
But before we talk about the character in question, I feel like it's important to provide context of why the story sets him up this way. So for those
don't provide context. I hate context. I like when I don't understand.
Unfamiliar, Recreators is a reverse isekai where anime and video game characters literally pop out of their stories into the real world. Sota, a high schooler and aspiring writer, gets pulled into an anime called Elemental Symphony after his tablet glitches. There he meets the heroine Celestia and witnesses her fight a mysterious girl in
when my tablet glitches, I just cry.
Military uniform. When Sota and Celestia return to reality, they discover that other fictional characters have appeared too, each reacting differently to learning their world was created by humans. Some ally with
she's attacking with hearts and love,
Sota, while others join the military uniform princess who plans to rewrite reality itself. In simpler terms, Recreators is what happens when anime characters get tired of your fanfic and jump out of the screen to yell at you for writing their trauma. One day this dude Sota accidentally brings a bunch of fictional heroes and villains.
Man, sometimes I get tired of my own fanfiction
into reality, and suddenly everything's fucked. Then there's Altair, the ultimate my OC can beat your OC character, trying to destroy reality. It's part action show, part existential crisis for anyone who's ever written a story, and 100% super anime. The frustrating part is that it's actually super interesting, albeit a messed up concept. On paper, it's sick, but when you dig deeper, that's where everything starts to fall apart. And it all starts and ends with the main character, Sota. So what exactly makes him the worst protagonist in anime?
Yeah, I want to know this because until now, I think he's just regular, like a very, very, very NPC regular main character, like every character from any isekai.
Well, let me explain. When you normally criticize an anime character, namely a protagonist, it's because they have one really annoying aspect of their personality that rubs you the wrong way. And I just want to preface by saying this is completely normal. Just like how we go along in our daily lives, it's impossible to like everybody we come across, because
not with me. I love everybody. Like every time I see a person, I love. There's no person in this planet that I don't love. Like I love everybody, like every person. If somebody tries to rob me, I hug, and the guy can put the knife inside of my belly, I don't care. I hug because I want to share love with every human being, even if they like cut my arms off, and I'm not gonna hug them without my arms because I don't have them anymore, but I'm gonna hug them psychologically.
By the end of the day, it's ultimately subjective. But when it comes to Sota, I think you, by the end of the video, would agree with me that he has no redeemable qualities at all. First and foremost, just look
I think this is very redeemable, being trapped into a very
him. I've never seen
dangerous trap
in a more uninspired character design in anime, period. If you sat this boy down in a crowd of NPC anime characters, you would not be able to tell the fucking difference. And it's not like there's any reason for this, like it is in
like every isekai. No, this guy is a different guy. But all their isekais, they're all the same.
Zero, where it's a play on a genre or a logical thing of the world. No, here, the writer just got fucking lazy and was like, you know what, the people watch enough isekai and arrogate, we know what works. Like, there's not even an attempt made here, at least when anime have dog shit designs in them. At least they tried, but this is actually some BS. He was so bland, I remember him being bland.
He's crying because, yes, he's crying. If a girl does that to me, put her foot on my face, I'm gonna cry, and I'm gonna ask for help. Somebody save me, I'm a victim.
Do you know how bland of a character you have to be for me to remember that? And this is especially offensive since all the other characters in the show have amazing designs. It sticks out like a sore thumb, and it's a perfect mirror of what his inside is like. Hollow. He's one step away from being a hentai protagonist, and that's one step too close to the red line. Now let's get to the bread and butter of why I fucking hate this character. I think what I despise the most about
I would like if the main character was this bald guy.
this show is how Soda's design pretends to be innocent. He looks like the definition of a good kid. On the surface, he's just your average, harmless Japanese high school student. But that's exactly what makes it worse. Because that look, that soft, unassuming design, it's a disguise, a lie. It tricks you into thinking he's the kind of protagonist you should root for. The shy, awkward creative who's just trying his best.
I don't root for those guys. I root for the best, or the guys are strong. When I see the protagonist lose, I don't get that feeling. Oh, I want to see him to win. No, I always want to see the protagonist lose. I only want to see great guys winning. This guy, I don't care if he wins. Like,
unforgivable.
He's studying for his tests. What a loser. Who studies for their tests? I never did that in my life. That's why I'm dumb.
Isn't how he looks. It's what he did. I'm talking about his so-called friendship with Setsuna. Now, if you've seen Recreators, you already know where this is going. If you haven't, buckle up. Sota and Setsuna,
I think they're gonna sell somebody's dick.
Were friends, or at least they were supposed to be. They first met online after she commented on one of his drawings, and from there, they just clicked. They started exchanging messages, sharing art, and hyping each other up. Two creative kids dreaming about making something great together. They became best friends, aspiring to rise to the top. For a while, it was pure, that kind of creative bond.
My heart's gonna break. I know it. Oh my god. Something bad is gonna happen. I'm sure.
Message feels like a spark. Every drawing feels like a collaboration waiting to happen. Sota finally had someone who understood him, who got what it meant to chase ideas that nobody else cared about. And for Setsuna, he was one of the few people who saw her.
I wanna know the ideas, because we don't know, like, nobody cares about. If it's like, let's kill all the rabbits in the whole world very badly, I'm not gonna agree with that idea. Like,
they're not just as talented.
Show me your idea.
But as a person, they pushed each other to improve, celebrate.
Watermelons. Now I agree with your idea. I love watermelons.
Did each other's wins and talked like they were both destined to make it big someday. But as Setsuna's talent started getting recognition, her art blowing up online, collaborations with bigger creators, Sota couldn't handle it. She progressed, making a name for herself while he remained stagnant.
I'm sad.
She was better than him, but still throughout, Setsuna reached out to him because she
This is a different type of sexual activity.
Wanted him to be a part of it because this was a dream.
Like, they're just vibrating. Like, this is the new form of, I don't know, energy. They're producing energy. I don't know.
They both shared. After all, he was her best friend. But Sota saw it differently. He wasn't happy for her. The admiration turned into envy, the messages slowed down, and eventually
I like this character. I have some mental disorder. I don't know. But now I like the character. I don't know. Now I like the character. Now I know he sucks. I like him.
To her. And soon after that, rumors started to circulate. Accusations of plagiarism and online harassment spread everywhere, with news articles and forums tearing her apart before she could even defend herself. The backlash was intense. Fans turned on her. She was harassed on social media, and her reputation was destroyed overnight. It was
Who did that to her?
Relentless. And as a 16-year-old, she had no idea of how to deal with this.
Yes.
She didn't know how to.
When I was that age, I had only one way to deal with that shit. We was
handle
but
this.
now, not now. But in the past, that's what was my only solution for every problem. Yeah.
Amount of hatred and negativity. And what did Sota do meanwhile this happened? Sota did nothing. He just watched as her life fell apart. Worse, he didn't just stand by and watch the hatred consume his best friend. He actually joined in.
No, don't break our... No, my god, don't do that.
Of jealousy. He added fuel to the fire, posting cruel and thoughtless things about her online, the same girl who believed in him, and helped push the narrative that destroyed her. She called out to him for help, but he didn't answer, and she ultimately killed herself because...
Oh my god, she had the same solution that I had in my adolescence, but it's not a good solution. Come on, go to church, I don't know, do your thing, but yeah, sad.
To me and many others...
I know what the guy was gonna do. I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna, like Fullmetal Alchemist, he's gonna bring her back through Magic.
Friends are the most important thing in your life. It's the family you choose, if you will. Many people, myself included, value their friends over their own life. I would do anything for them. And to see somebody do this to someone this close to them when he knew she was suffering alone and couldn't defend herself nor handle the stress, it just makes me fume. I think what pisses me off the most is that he literally had no reason to do this. Imagine being this selfish and so far up your own ass that you would do this to the most important person in your life. I think the relatability
Yeah, that's very sad. I love this character.
of the situation makes it worse, because I know people who have been in similar situations, and even people who have passed because of it. And to see somebody treat such a serious topic with so little care and thought makes it appalling. Sota really went one step above the hentai protagonist, because what is this? Like,
Because if he was the hentai protagonist, like, he would be doing something that hentai protagonists do.
if
think
I or any
he
other
would be vibrating inside of her. I don't
person
know.
did this, they would not be able to live with themselves. But he can still look at himself in the mirror and get up
Even
every
the hentai protagonist has some type of awareness.
day. Yellow wig, slimy, no spine, no backbone, just the worst. And he has the audacity to sit there moping about how he feels guilty. Like, bro, you're not the victim
He's bored. Like, oh, my childhood friend died. I'm bored. Oh.
here. You're the reason this happened. The show tries to make it about guilt and redemption, but it doesn't land, because by the time Sota decides to take responsibility, it's already too late. He let someone he cared about suffer
No, you
because
can.
his ego
It's
could.
not never too late. You can always reconstruct a body and put a soul again inside their body and make her alive again in a homunculus form.
Didn't handle their success. And what's funny is that the universe didn't just let him walk away from it. Because out of all that pain, all that
No, he's gonna get an asteroid inside of his head.
something was born, something that refused to die with Setsuna. Her grief, her rage, her final wish for revenge, all of it took shape in the form of Altair, the very character she created, the same one that the internet
Okay, so the guy got a girlfriend. That's his punishment. He got a new girlfriend and she's cool and she wears a cool hat.
once praised her for, before they turned on her. Altair wasn't just a character anymore. She became Setsuna's ghost, armed with every ounce of hatred the world threw at her, and every bit of guilt Sota tried to bury. And this is where the story picks up, when he tries to right this wrong and defeat the personification of his guilt, while seeking redemption. But for what? Killing his best friend? It's such a vile act that bypass all moral redemption. You, out of inability and guilt, helped your friend commit suicide.
Yes, I think it's not a very nice thing to do.
And now you want to play the hero and defeat her creation that rightfully wants to avenge an innocent girl which you turned on? But here's where it gets hilarious.
Oh, there's mecha! Now I like this anime. Now it's a very good anime now.
The show knows he's like this. It straight up spells it
I
out
wanna
in its
see the
character
mecha.
description. Like, just take a look
Like,
at the
fuck the girl emotional problem. I don't care. Let's throw some cannonballs through the arm.
this. A huge fan of anime and video games, Sota has the potential to be a creator. However, he's shy and quiet, and his feelings can get hurt easily.
Oh, it's me?
This is not something you want in your character description. Like, yeah, little bitch boy, the world is at stake, maybe man up a little so we can save it. And it doesn't even have the excuse that Shinji or other characters have. Like, Shinji has a reason to have a mental breakdown every 5 minutes, but Soda's just like...
No, he doesn't. His father gave him the best present in the world, like the best gift. Like, come on. Who doesn't want to get a giant robot for themselves? Like, Shinji's crying for no reason. He has everything.
And people will have the audacity to try and comparing others to Satan.
His father created a girlfriend for him, created a robot for him, and he's complaining like shit.
People will be like, Stormlight, but Kasia. And trust me, I'm well aware, I've been reading Rent a Girlfriend since day one. But the difference is that it's made to be that way. Kasia is a bitch by design, but Sato is a bitch by nature. Big difference. Suffice to say, Sota is a character that does nothing besides being a soy boy. He never once tries to improve himself. And that's what really kills me about him. Not that he's weak, but that he chooses to stay weak. Like, bro...
Ah, okay, this is the image. Like, I don't know if she wants to kill him. Like, this is not the best way to kill somebody. Like, I don't know.
Bro, your friend's fanfic OC is literally trying to end the world, and you're sitting there acting like you just dropped your phone in the toilet. The issue is that his backstory is interesting and unique. He's actually a severely flawed main character. There's actually a really powerful foundation for a character. Guilt, regret, and creative envy are all amazing storytelling tools.
This is my mantra.
Problem is, Recreators does absolutely nothing interesting with it. Sota spends most of the show just sulking. He doesn't grow, he doesn't take initiative, he doesn't even really interact meaningfully with the people around him until
I'm seeing myself in the mirror right now.
it's way too late. Every time someone dies or chaos breaks out, his contribution is just silence, a sad face, maybe a shaky apology.
That's what every human being does. Like, that's sad, but every person that dies, I just cry. Yes, I should have done something better, like trying to bring them back to life or something like that. But I just cry because I'm a crybaby.
Like, my guy, you caused this. You literally summoned a god tier villain into existence. The least you could do is act like it. And this isn't one of those slow burn redemption arcs where the payoff is worth it. No, this man stays emotionally constipated until the final episodes, and even then it feels
This is my life, man. I'm gonna be 95 years old and I'm gonna be constipated still. But when I shit my feelings, man, when I shit my feelings, it's gonna be the biggest feelings ever, man. I'm gonna shit and my feelings, oh my god.
Earned. It's like the writers wanted to make an introspective meta commentary about guilt and creation, but forgot to make it, you know, compelling. Meanwhile, every other character in the show is actually doing something. Celestia is struggling with her identity, Meteora is analyzing the meta logic of their worlds, Altair is waging war against reality itself, and Soda's just there, breathing, existing. It's almost poetic how the creator of Altair, this unstoppable goddess of destruction, is a guy who can't even stop himself from crying every 3 scenes. And here's where it gets worse, because his relationships don't make him any better. They just expose how useless he is. Every meaningful connection he has with Setsuna, Celestia, or even Meteora is carried entirely by the other.
But 3 or 4 girlfriends. That's it. That's his
person.
punishment.
They're the ones with conviction, courage, emotion. Soda's just the emotional vacuum they have to orbit around. It's the kind of protagonist that doesn't just fail to drive the story. He slows it down. And I get it, recreators wanted to make him relatable to the average creator, the kind of person who doubts themselves, who's scared of their own imagination. But in trying to make him realistic, they forgot to make him interesting. He never properly reflects or has any introspection. It's like delving into a puddle, because the exploration of themes never goes beyond the surface. He's not the average creator, he's the average procrastinator. And when your whole show...
I want to say, oh my god, I love this phrase. He's not the creator, he's a procrastinator, man. Yes, I love this. Because
revolves around reality-breaking characters.
Like procrastination is like my element. There's Avatar. They have airbenders, waterbenders, firebenders. I'm the procrastinator bender. I'm the nothing bender. The procrastination bender, I think.
Having the emotional depth of a damp towel for your lead is not a move. So yeah, Sota isn't just bad, he's narratively contagious. Every scene he's in feels like it loses energy. Like someone just unplugged the anime.
Yeah, that's true, because this character is making me more like the character.
Like, is the story he's part of any better? No! Recreators wants to be a deconstruction of isekai, but somehow it leans into the exact same tropes that makes isekai trash. Like, congratulations, you reinvented a genre just to copy and paste all the cliches people are tired of. The show never goes deeper than the surface level gimmick of each character.
I have to say something very bad, but I love cliches. I don't like when they don't put any cliches, because I need cliches.
People, their templates, just hollow archetypes walking around. It's like, hey, check out this gimmick character that you should care about. Like, bitch fucker, I barely know her. The only character who narrowly avoids the accusation is Altair, because she's actually a well-written character. But the rest of the cast is so fucking forgettable. There's only one memorable scene, and that you could attribute to the memes. The entire narrative hinges on you being invested in the connection between Altair, Setsuna, and Sota. But how are we supposed to care when Sota is written to be the most insufferable piece of shit ever? They made him the emotional core of the story, and then forgot to give him a personality. And this failure to capture the
core... Oh my god, I'm feeling sad because I want to see...
throughout. The premise is interesting, even fun at first, but since you never build any genuine connection...
Like, I want to see this character, like, doing something, but I'm not seeing the character doing anything.
With the isekai characters, they all feel like bland and outdated, relics of archetypes that peaked in 2008. And this is even more of a disgrace because it was the author of Black Lagoon who wrote this. Seriously, Black Lagoon is known to be one of the greatest artistic achievements known to man. What happened?
Not my new interior. If you must, do it outside.
My English is not very good because I am pure Taiwanese. Maybe you'd like for me to skin your ass, bitch? You don't get it, do you?
The show remains one of...
This is the best scene of every anime ever made in history of humanity and the future and the past. AI will never do anything this great. Like AI is doomed. Like AI can't do this. No, it's impossible.
Of the biggest what could have been in anime still, but Sota killed it before it could even walk. It's a fun watch, but it's the most 7 out of 10 anime I have ever seen. You know what's
Okay,
not a 7?
is okay. Like sometimes you eat some food, and the food is not very delicious, but it's still like it's not trash. Like you don't want to vomit and anything. Like 7 is great.
Out of 10 though, the music.
an
Because
anime.
for some unknown reason, Sawano decided to lock the fuck in. Seriously, the goat
Like
should have
if you put some frogs and you put those Alex Jones frogs, the gay frogs, and I have to eat their gay shit. It's worse than this anime, so the anime is not that bad.
his own genre, because the style of incorporating heavy production industrial drums with screaming women just always hits. I still jam to those songs daily. The openings were so good, in fact, it tricked me into watching the entire show. And now I regret it. All in all, Sota encapsulates everything a main character should not be. He doesn't have a single redeeming quality. I didn't think you could go under Kiriko's belt with how bland of a character you can make, but he
I
just
found my favorite character of all time.
went one step beyond it. If Sota has 1 million haters, I'm one of them. If Sota has one hater, then it's me. And if Sota
If Sota has one lover, it's not me too. It's not me. It's not me. I don't love Sota. I agree with the guy with the video. Great video. This guy is starting the channel. I think great video, guy. I'm gonna subscribe. Great channel.